Now we are going to continue with the anatomy of the stomach, which is a continuation part of digestive system. Please do refer to my previous videos. Stomach, which we also call it as gastro, located on the left side of the abdominal cavity. The food enters at the cardio-esophageal sphincter, which is a junction between the cardiac portion of the stomach and the esophagus. The site where the food is churned into chyme and the protein digestion will begins in the stomach. So this is the liver, which is situated in the right side, and we have the stomach on the left side, and the esophagus which will continue as stomach, and we have the large intestine and small intestine. And coming to the regions of the stomach, we have 4 regions: cardiac region, fundus, body, and pylorus. Cardiac region is being named because the part of the stomach is near to the heart. Pylorus, it is the funnel shaped terminal end. The food empties into the small intestine at the pyloric region. So in this picture we can able to locate easily esophagus. Esophagus will continue into the stomach by cardio-esophageal sphincter. And in the stomach we have fundus, cardiac portion, body of the stomach. So we have the pyloric antrum, pyloric canal, both together is being referred to as pyloric region, which empties the food into the duodenum. And we have the greater curvature and lesser curvature. These are the regions of the stomach. Coming to the rugae, these are nothing but infoldings of the stomach mucosa, which increases the capacity of the stomach. And coming to the external regions, we have the lesser curvature and greater curvature. In this picture, we can able to locate the layers of the stomach. Very outer we have the serosa, and we have muscularis. It is being divided into outer longitudinal layer and inner circular layer, and we have one more layer called oblique layer. And we have the submucosa and mucosa foldings, which we call it as rugae for increasing the capacity of the stomach. So this is the lesser curvature of the stomach and greater curvature of the stomach. And coming to the layers of the peritoneum attached to the stomach, so we have 2 types, lesser omentum and greater omentum. Lesser omentum will attaches the liver to the lesser curvature. Greater omentum attaches the greater curvature to the transverse colon, which contains the fat to insulate and protect the abdominal organs. So this is the lesser omentum, nothing but peritoneum layer, which attaches from the liver to the lesser curvature, and greater omentum, which attaches to the colon to greater curvature. Coming to the functions of stomach, it acts as a storage tank for the food and site of food breakdown and mixing, and also for the chemical breakdown of proteins will begin in the stomach, and the carbohydrate breakdown will begin in the mouth. So which delivers the chyme or the processed food to the small intestine. So coming to the specialized mucosa of the stomach, we have simple columnar epithelium. We have 5 different types of cells. We have mucosal neck cells, which produces a sticky alkaline mucus, which prevents from the acidic nature of the HCl. Gastric glands, which secretes the gastric juice. So we have chief cells, which produces the protein digesting enzymes, for example pepsinogen. Parietal cells, which produces the HCl and intrinsic factor. So intrinsic factor will be used for absorption of vitamin B12. And endocrine cells or G cells, which will produce the hormone called gastrin, which will in turn stimulate both parietal and chief cells to produce more amount of gastric enzymes. And coming to the gastric pits, it is being formed by folded mucosa. The glands and specialized cells are in gastric glands region. So these are the gastric pits. Inside this we have the gastric glands with different types of cells. So these are the upper portion, we call it as gastric pits, and lower to that we have the gastric glands. In the gastric glands we have the mucosal neck cells, which produces the mucus, and parietal cells, which will produce HCl and intrinsic factor, gastric glands, which produces the gastrin hormone, chief cells, which produces the pepsinogen. So these are the structure and parts of the stomach. Thank you very much. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel.